enough, and lecturers can reconsider the reasoning of students. Or maybe rather, his lecturers can say, okay, let me also take a test and see, can you really up the exams or something else? This is what I learned from my own group.
Thank you very much for that insightful knowledge. Now we go to group 2. So who would stand in that Khadija's group, right? Who would stand in and help us understand what took place? Please, you are the
concluded that she had someone in her life in the self because the sexual welfare and classes eventually rejected her after she moved and November. She had friends who were way closer and felt like a safe space to her. She had been able to better the extent of her being and how it's affecting her life. Maybe that very nice package, very nice 15 years before how to or speak those improvement and
Thank you very much for that. So we're going to group 3. Group 3 that is okay. Yes.
Good afternoon. Presenting the three group number. If I use students who have issue or understanding courses and then facing financial struggle was ongoing procedure. My senior sister is not only the school, his academic things, all this one. So in summary, there was some history. In summary, he took his life go to depression and addiction. So the questions we answered were multiple. In summary, what I go through is this concerning lecturers. We concluded that go through the story. There is a part concerning asking how was accused about terrorism and also that is one of the issues that led to me taking in his life. So what we concluded for lecturers also not be left out in this so checking depression and emotional stress that students are going through. So the conclusion we have you see that lecturers should also organize seminars for lecturers so that no matter how they reject people's work, they should do it in a polite way and a respectful way. Also, lecturers that have found words that are causing emotional damage to students, they should be only way and penalized. They are also human like us. So if they are causing emotional damage to students, they should be the way you can get penalized. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. So we go to group 4.
Good afternoon. Our case study was on PILLA. He was a student of political science unfortunately, we had to spend 2 more years before his successful programs he had, and his mates had already graduated and left him. So because of that, because of the huge stress and carrying around and stuff like that, he took his own life. So now we talk about how the school, family, and also friends around him, the environment could have helped therapists actually put ourselves in therapist's shoes and discuss how he can actually, how things could have been better, or how we have actually made that taking his life impossible. So the school firstly, to think about how the counseling center can be more visible to students, how we can easily reach somebody, how friends around can help him, could have helped him comfort, presence, easily, could have helped him to overcome that feeling of suicide. How we can make counseling in departments or trying to appoint lecturers who can actually be people that can be reaching where students can actually reach them to talk about their feelings and everything that they are going through. Yes, that's one. And then family, that is the biggest factor for because your home, your family is the first thing that can actually help you and see you through stuff like this. So parents being present for their child or appreciating them in whatever they do, the little things, those little efforts they make towards their children, it will really go a long way for them. And how fellow students can make carryover, don't let a sort of suicide, something that's carryover and sort of that feeling they give or that kind of attitude they give towards their classmates or like that can make them not feel like the world is ending. Yes. So first of all, help being very close to reach out to family, being so loving to their children, and then friends and classmates around. So basically, this was what we spoke about collaborative skills and how we could easily stop some of these things that even some of us in this school are going through because of carrying over you feel the world is over and stuff like that. So yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for that. So I believe that as young people, I know that we'll get to the point where we will become mothers and fathers, right? So my own little understanding from what has taken place here, I think we should be supportive. Okay, we should be supportive parents. And we shouldn't be that kind of parent where, even though I know nobody wants a child that fails, right? Or nobody wants a child that will come back with his results and it's nothing good to look at. But I think we should learn to be supportive. Now, am I saying we should not discipline the children? No. But we should learn to support them in the sense that when they fail, we shouldn't make it look like it's the end of the world, because many parents, I'm sure some of us have suffered that, where our parents, because of that whole day of no chop, right? No food for you. You'll be like, maybe go to your friend's house to eat. There's no food for you in this house, that kind of thing. Some of us, we collect cake morning to night because of our values. So like for me, I used to be terrible in school. Primary school, I used to be around like 20 something. You get out of like 40 something students, I'm there in the middle. So it wasn't fun, it wasn't funny because when I come home, my mom is waiting for me. That kind of thing. So I think we should learn to be supportive. We should learn to encourage our children, but not be permissive with their or make it look like it's okay to have a bad result. But we should be in the middle, right? We should also have that hard hand and we should also learn to draw them close to ourselves. And I think in the other aspect, she spoke about students
and overwhelming feeling because it's not just about like how they feel in the moment. It's about something that has been taken from them, right? And so for them to be able to express it, I think the best thing you can do for someone who is finding it hard to express it is to tell them to write. Most of the time, right, they usually write something. Tell them to write a sentence. If they can write a whole page, just tell them to write a sentence. How do you feel in the moment? They can write something. Then they write it because you said the problem is that they don't trust you, right? So they trust you to tell you. So in the moment, how do you feel? Tell them write something. Then now ask them, oh, why do you feel like this? And then you guys can have the conversation. The problem is we want them to say a bunch of things, but people who are going through intense emotional distress do not have it in them to say a bunch of things. Person can just say, I'm tired. And then you can ask them, oh, so what's making you tired? And they can say, oh, school is stressful. Oh, what's making school stressful? The lecturers are not coming to class and they're expecting us to write tests. Okay, so how are they not coming to class? Like, how many classes have you had this semester? Like, you just one by one, step by step, and they get there, basically.
For example, if the person is feeling like a total failure, you have gone to the stage that you want to do, but you feel like nothing can work for you. Feel like nothing can go right, everything is not going well. That's why you say that okay, you want things to work. That's not always in anything you do. What mental concept
Another person is what they need is just encouragement, right? That person is hopeless. That's what's actually going on. The person is feeling hopeless. And if that hopelessness has been persistent for more than 2 weeks, they are depressed and you should see a doctor, right? But in the moment, what you can do is actually encourage the person because our feelings are valid, but they are not true. There's a saying that says our feelings are valid, but they are not true. Meaning, you are actually feeling like this in the moment, and this is a legitimate feeling, but that doesn't mean that it's true. So you have to tell the person that they don't have to act on how they feel, right? Because all these things that I say is not actually true. So I think that what you can do for them is actually once again engage them in a conversation and ask them. So they say something like, "My life is worthless," and I ask them, "Why do you think so?" And then ask them, "How do you define work?" And so the more answers they give you, the more you cry, and then you have answers to the question, and then you help the person become stable, right?
Good afternoon. I have a question. The question is like, I have a friend that is facing some challenges. Most challenges come to stagnation, it's kind of stagnant in life. So, in my own possible way, I'm trying to help him, give him advice, and also give him counsel, but it's not working. And I tried also to refer him to someone that is higher, of a higher authority, like a professional, to help him. But it's not helping, like you don't want to reach out to the person. So I'm kind of confused. Should I just leave him, allow him to just do what he wants to do? Or what's the advice might happen?
I think that for someone to get help, they have to take the first step to get help. If you refer them to someone, you have to be the one to reach out to the person, right? In the case of you can take the loss to the water, you can't put those together. So, do your best, right? You provide someone with a pathway. For example, if you have a part of the support group and you have a mental illness and they say, oh, this is the number you can call to get help, and you refuse to call that number to get help, the burden is no longer on the support group anymore, right? It's on you now. You have to, and you are all adults, you have to take responsibility for your life, right? So you have to do the one reaching out. So if someone gives you help, you're supposed to take the help, right? So if you refuse to still go further and take help, it's not going to be on the person anymore, right?
But because of that, those don't want to talk to me. They even send message, not respond.
Yeah, you just need the person. Yeah, just let it go because there are some people that actually like in the sense, right? So some people actually, I said yesterday about people who deal with some mental problems that actually like the problem, they don't want to get help, right? So you try your best to get them to help and they don't want to get help. Let's go. It's not in your hands anymore, right? The problem is when you don't help, but you help.
Okay, thank you everyone for that. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the feedback. So if I want to add anything, I would say that we should learn to pay attention to people that seem to exhibit attitude of withdrawal. Like if you notice a friend that is becoming different, like okay, for example, let's say Mesoma, she is known to be a very jovial person. She loves to make fun and she loves to be like the life of the party. But then all of a sudden, she just comes into somebody else. And you know that this is not who this is not who she has been. I think at that point we need to start paying attention to that person. Start asking questions, but not in a way that can get that person upset or get that person to feel like you're beginning to intrude into their personal space or life. I think you should just come in easily, right? So I think to me that is one way to help such a person. And also another way is to learn to have a moment where you sit with that person quietly. Because sometimes some people don't want to speak, or they don't even have the words to speak. But the fact that somebody is sitting right there with them, the person might not tell you that, okay, you being here with me is actually helping me. But I promise you that you sitting there with that person, you give that person that sense of depth, that sense of, yes, I have someone. Because I believe that most of the suicides that has been taking place is because of people that feel very lonely. They feel like they don't have somebody that listens to them. They feel like they don't have people that understand them. So by providing such kind of atmosphere will actually help give positive light into that situation. Okay, so be that as it may, I believe at this point we'll be calling on Mesolashi to give the appreciation announcement to David. So please let's welcome our host and co-coordinator, Mesolashi.
So, closing remarks, right? I just want to say thank you to everybody who made our time to be here today. There are 8,000 that we have been doing. There are many things that you have to do and all of that. And yes, you still made our time to be here. So I'm really, really grateful for your presence and I'm happy that you're here. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we do with everything that we've heard. Right? I mean, in our university, there's not been many cases of suicide as far as I know, right? But we do have a lot of people who are living with depression and they're not even diagnosed, they don't even know yet, right? So I think I want us to go from here and like impact those people and help those people be a safe space for somebody so that someone like be someone that when people have problems, you can actually come and talk to you and talk to you about things, right? So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. So thank you very much. I really look forward to seeing what you do with all you've learned and have a very, very beautiful day ahead.
Okay, but can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry for that abrupt interruption. So at this point, calling, we'll be calling on Khadija to give us the closing affirmation.
Can everybody please rise to their feet? Can everybody please rise to their feet? Yay! So you guys will be repeating after me. Today I choose compassion over judgment.
Today I choose compassion over judgment.
Today I choose compassion over judgment. I will listen with empathy and speak with kindness.
I will listen with empathy and speak with kindness.
I recognize that asking for help is a sign of courage, not a sign of weakness.
I recognize that asking for help is a sign of courage, not of weakness.
Sorry, I repeat that again. Yeah, break it into two. Okay. I recognize that asking for help.
I recognize that asking for help
is not a sign of weakness,
is not a sign of weakness,
but a sign of courage.
but a sign of courage.
I choose connection over isolation.
I choose connection over isolation
And hope over despair.
and hope over despair.
My words can comfort.
My words can comfort,
And my presence can make a difference.
and my presence can make a difference.
I will encourage others to seek help.
I will encourage others to seek help
When it is needed.
when it is needed.
Every life has a value.
Every life has a value.
Every voice deserves to be heard.
Every voice deserves to be heard.
Together we can break the silence.
Together we can break the silence,
Build hope.
build hope,
And remind one another
and remind one another
that no one has to face life struggles alone.
that no one has to face life struggles alone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys should just look behind for the questions. Thank you.